Amara was 8 when she first learned that silence could be dangerous. One rainy night, the house grew too quiet, then exploded into chaos. Her father thundered through the living room, shouting words no child should ever hear. Her mother cried, begged, trembled. Plates shattered, doors slammed. Promises were broken as quickly as they were made. Amara hid behind the curtain, counting 10, 20, 50, hoping the noise would stop. But it returned every week, louder, sharper, more violent. Her father's anger, her mother's pain, her own fear. These were the three things she grew up with. By age 12, she whispered a vow through tears. I will never marry a man like my father, and I will never become a woman like my mother. But vows made in pain are the hardest to keep. Amara went to university far from home, seeking distance from her memories. People admired her calmness, her maturity, and her soft smile. No one knew that beneath it all was a girl still hiding behind a curtain. Relationships came and went. Her first relationship ended because she couldn't trust. Her second ended because she ran from conflict. Her third ended the moment her boyfriend raised his voice, not at her, but at a friend. Yet it dragged her back to her father's rage. She left the relationship shaking and breathless. That night she sat on her bed whispering, am I doomed to repeat their mistakes? Trauma had become her shadow. It followed her everywhere. After a painful breakup, she returned home for Christmas, only to find nothing had changed. Her father still shouted, her mother still cried, her childhood room still held the scent of old tears. And there, in the quiet of her past, she whispered, if I don't heal, my children will suffer the same way I did. That was the moment her healing began. Healing wasn't magical. It was slow, messy, uncomfortable, but she committed to it. She read books on trauma, attended counseling, studied communication, learned her triggers, faced her memories. She wrote letters to her younger self. She forgave her parents, not because they deserved it, but because she needed peace. She rebuilt herself. She learned boundaries. She practiced emotional regulation. She stopped running from conflict. She learned to sit with discomfort. And every morning she told herself, I deserve a healthy love. I am not my parents. My future will be different. The more she healed, the lighter her heart became. Then love arrived quietly. She met Chidi on a Sunday afternoon after church. Gentle, kind, steady, everything she wasn't used to. His kindness scared her. His patience disarmed her. Whenever she pulled away, he whispered, whenever you're ready, I'm here. One day after she broke down over a small misunderstanding, he didn't get angry. He sat beside her and said softly, love is not supposed to hurt, Amara. Let me love you gently. For the first time, she felt safe enough to cry in someone's arms. Their love grew slowly, intentionally, beautifully. They talked. They apologized. They listened. They healed each other. The day he proposed, she cried not from fear, but from recognition. Recognition of how far she had come. From that little girl hiding behind a curtain, to a woman choosing love with confidence. On her wedding day, each step down the aisle felt like breaking chains. She whispered with every breath, I am healed. I am safe. I am loved. Marriage wasn't perfect, but it wasn't violent. It wasn't chaotic. It wasn't a repeat of her past. They disagreed with gentleness. They apologized without ego. They held hands through storms. They built a home of peace. Years later, watching her children play, she whispered, I did it. I broke the cycle. Her past no longer defined her. Her childhood no longer controlled her. Her trauma no longer shaped her future. She became the woman she needed as a child and built the life she once thought impossible.